Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. They go play action. Mariota. And this will be swung out here for counter. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry for James Conner. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Mariota. Ertz has it left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Now a handoff coming left, Conner. A first down for Conner and then some. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Get out. You go tight. You got tight.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Breaks the tackle now with Allen. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that? He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give running right is Counter. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Conner. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, Conner. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Allen. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. They're going deep for Hill. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Mecole Hardman,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Mariota will look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To the right side, this is Sermon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryan. And he'll be out right at the 35. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
3rd down, you give him that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Connor, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
46, 46, 46.
Play action now. Mariota. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Nate Gary.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for KC. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen goes right back to Smith again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Ravens 20. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Connor going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give for Sermon running right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Allen's throw is complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, Sermon.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and 11 now. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Back to Sermon on 1st down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Trey Sermon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Chiefs 28, Ravens 20. Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Now Allen.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown. Trey Sermon
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Now Connor. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. A run with Connor on first down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Mariota rolling to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And Marquise Brown is definitely a guy who can take the top off of a defense and make the big catches downfield. Also known as Hollywood. Now in his 3rd season from Oklahoma, wants to make more catches like the one we just saw there, the routine variety.
Play fake, Mariota. On the move to his left.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some
he
more.
lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Look at the big man rumble. The 40. The 30. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
They run once more with Sermon.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Trey Sermon
taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. Watch twist. Mike 54.
On play action, Mariota to Connor on the check down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's good for Baltimore.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's got some space here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. This is Connor running right. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's coming. We got double up. Out.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Hey, check right 46. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Connor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try the left side. It's Connor. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Chiefs 47, Ravens 20.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Mariota. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And quickly into the hands of Waller. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
You got three down. Kill. Whip.
Connor. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. James Conner, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Ravens 26.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, here's Sermon.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the counter, Sermon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Sermon.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check flag 46.
Play action now. Mariota. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here's Mecole Hardman. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be counter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
James Conner,
a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
De'Ami Brown,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Allen will try to throw for it. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
176 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Steps away. Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
On third down, it's Connor. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
One.
Watch the safety creep. Kill.
They'll try the left side with Connor.
Oh, you got to feel it.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10. Mariota. Flush to his right. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they can't connect, incomplete. But that stops the clock with 1 tick remaining here in this first half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.